Windsor here, and today I'm doing a spot of gardening, and I just had an insight that I wanted to share. And I just realised as well, today is the anniversary of my father's birthday, and my dear father, he passed about 17 months ago, and the insight was that it just landed out of the blue, as insights do, that wow, I don't need my father to feel secure. Because before my father passed, that was probably my biggest fear that I had. Oh, what would happen if my father died? I'd kind of carried that ever since my mum passed. And it was kind of based on a feeling that, in a sense, that I needed my father to be and feel secure within myself. Now, as babies, every one of us, we kind of carry that sense to an extent that we need our parents to feel secure because, we're conditioned in that way that our parents settle us when we're off, when we cry for mama or papa or what it is. So I carried that, but the insight was that, I don't need my father to feel secure. Because, and I'm going to say this with the greatest deal of respect, when my father was alive, there was times that I felt secure within myself, and there was times that I felt more insecure. And we all fluctuate on that continuum between secure and insecure. And now that my father's passed, you know, the fact remains that he is still dead, no longer alive. There are times that I feel secure within myself, and at other times I feel insecure. So it doesn't have anything to do with the status of his being on the planet, being alive. And it's bringing it back to that however we feel, however secure or insecure or whatever emotion it is that we're feeling, you know, it can look like it's a situation in the world that's creating that, like the outside creating our inner experience. But what I'm pointing to is that only always our experience is thought in the moment, what the power of thought is doing through us, which feels real via our consciousness, powered by that universal aliveness, that mind at our core. And what's really helpful is, when we wake up to that fact that our feeling is a sense of how clear our head is in the moment. And those moments that we feel off, insecure, so to speak, or whatever emotion that's not a helpful, clear one, we can see that as a pointer back to, let's not process and try to figure things out from here. Let's do a thing and write it out. Let's let that power of thought flow through us. So when you feel insecure feelings, which you could attribute to anything in the world, when you see that and you see what's creating it, not the outside, but that it's coming through you, you can just let that do its thing and like whether it will change. And before you know it, you'll be hunky-dory, good as new, good to go, and show up and respond to whatever shows up with clarity and the wisdom that's always got your back, or that is your back. So, lots of love, Dad. Lots of love to you. Have fun, and I'll speak with you soon.